Hi, welcome back to Strategically Styled. My name is Lisa. I'm a woman over 50 and this channel is dedicated to helping you achieve your style goals. And to that end, today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 questions you need to ask yourself before you go shopping if you really want to cultivate your personal style. But before we do that, I will ask, like I do, if at any point, at any time, you find yourself liking this video, I appreciate it if you click the thumbs up, just one, and like the video. Also consider hitting the subscribe button and joining our community, and click the notification bell so you will be notified when new content is uploaded. So I am wearing this lipstick today. It is by Sephora and the color is Spice. And I also have a lip gloss on by the brand is Crystal Gloss and the color is Misbehavin'. So now I will show you my OOTD and then we will get into it. I'm wearing this metallic top which I recently thrifted from Goodwill for about $4 and some pants that I previously thrifted from eBay and some old shoes. And to make the top more fitted, I just used rubber bands and made 2 little pigtails on either side, and that is the look. Now, 5 questions to ask yourself before you go shopping. Question number 1, do these clothes make sense for my current lifestyle? The places I currently go, the things I currently do. Recently, I read a book about branding by Kristen Aloma called Start with the Story, and there was a quote from this that I like to share with you because I thought it was very profound and insightful. It is this: the world operates on a narrative economy. It is no longer about the exchange of goods and resources. It's about the exchange of stories for resources. We don't just buy goods and services, but rather we buy the ability to tell a story. We purchase a way to shape our identity. So sometimes what this means is we create these aspirational narratives about our lives that don't necessarily align with the life we are living right now. But if we get too caught up in the narrative, what happens is when we go shopping, we are shopping for the identity that we are aspiring for, and we are neglecting the identity that we currently have, and it puts us in a position where we have closets full of clothes that don't make sense for the life that we live, and then we find ourselves in the I have nothing to wear syndrome. So to avoid that, you need to be very clear on your life, what it is that you're actually doing, and having clothes that fit that. Even if you are not fully where you want to be in your life, see yourself as worthy of having clothes right now that make you feel cute, comfortable, and confident for the things you have to do today. So I was out thrifting, surprise, surprise, and I came across this suit by Alan B. Schwartz. The quality of the fabric is exceptional. It was in pristine condition. I also like the linings, very cute. And so here I am wearing it with a black shell top, these JCPenney cap toe shoes, and a thrifted bag and thrifted earrings. Sunglasses are from Amazon. These pants, I'll just show you closer, are smooth and they have no pockets. And here I am showing it to you buttoned because I forgot to button it when I was outside taking pictures. And I really like this suit because I can wear it to work, to my job, I can wear it to church, and if I wanted to, maybe I would put on a fancier top, something silky or metallic or sequined, and an evening bag, and I could wear it to a fancy event. So this is an example of shopping to support the lifestyle that you currently have. The second question you should be asking yourself is, do these clothes make sense in my climate? Now, some of you listening to this, maybe you travel a lot and you are in and out of a variety of climates, but I think the majority of the people, you live where you live and it is what it is for most of the time. So if you live someplace where it's routinely hot and humid, then having a closet full of wool suit may not make sense for your climate. I was out, as I mentioned, when I was thrifting, and you already know what's coming. Yes, I got another beige-ish sweater. This one is, the brand is Liz Claiborne, so even when I'm thrifting, I cannot escape JCPenney's clutches. They got me. So it's too warm and heavy to wear in August, which is when I am filming this, but from late fall to early spring, it's so soft and warm. When it gets cold, it's going to be perfect, and it really supports my lifestyle. I could wear it pretty much to all of the places I go and all of the things that I am doing. I could dress it up, dress it down, and so make sure that you have clothes that support their climate, and that means you might have to, if you're like me and you live in a 4-season climate, have to have different types of clothes. You may not be able to pull off this minimalist, all I have are 3 tops and 3 bottoms, because you might need things for when it's very, very hot and when it's not. Now, this third question is very critical, and it is this: do you like how you look in the clothes? Which means I would encourage you to try them on, and even if you are ordering things through the mail, when they come in, take time to try them on and don't let them sit so that you miss your window to return it if it doesn't work out. And if it's too this or too that, be realistic with yourself. If it's too small, just send it back, period. If it's too big, keep it real. Are you really, really going to take it and have it altered, given your history with clothes that are too big and alterations? And if it's not for you, it's not for you. But now you can take this information and make a more accurate purchase should you need to exchange it or just return it and go get something else. So I got this Ann Taylor blazer at this thrifting trip, and it fits exceptionally well. It has this decorative flap on the right shoulder. It has side pockets that button close, and the back vent also has a button which I could open and close if I needed to. And that is something that I got. And I should say that while I was at this thrift store, I probably tried on maybe about 12 blazers, and this is the only one that I walked away with. There were others that I loved. I loved the color, I liked the textures, but they were just too big or too small or too this or too that. And it's okay to leave things behind and only get what really, really suits you. I can assure you there are some clothes somewhere that will fit you, that will make you feel cute, comfortable, and confident. But sometimes the problem is we just keep defaulting to the same thing, or we are indiscriminately following trends that just don't make sense, either for our lifestyle, our climate, our bodies, or whatever. So don't give up on that. But when you find something that looks good, or if you find other people maybe on Pinterest or on other social media sites, or even on websites for brands, for stores like Macy's or Nordstrom's, even places where you may not necessarily have a physical store to shop in, but look for models that have a similar build to you and see what shapes are kind of looking good on them, to give you a starting point as you are trying to work through your own personal style. Number 4, do these clothes align with your modesty standards? And by way of review, on this channel, we define modesty as making an intentional decision to keep some parts of our body private. Now, what parts those are and how much of those parts remain private, it's kind of an individual thing. What you might deem to be modest, I might not. And conversely, I might think, oh, well, this is very modest. And you might think, yeah, I don't think so. So it's super subjective. But you just need to be clear on what you want to keep private and what you want to display. So I thrifted this dress yesterday and I will show it to you. And it's cute, and I think obviously I like the color. I do like the whole monochromatic, the brown on the brown skin. I'm for it. But it challenges my lifestyle in that I can't wear it to work because at my job skirts and dresses are supposed to come to the knee. And as you can see, this one is slightly above my knee. Not much, but it is technically above the knee. So I couldn't wear it to work. So then, would I wear this to church? So let's play a little game. And the name of this game is, what color are the shorts? Okay, so pay attention. So here I'm wearing the dress, but notice what happens if I just were to start to stretch or reach my arms up or whatever. And you can see, so what starts out is a reasonably modest length. It can easily, very quickly become something else. So your dress can go from being modish-ish to showtime in the blink of an eye. And the question is that what you want to be doing with your dress? And sometimes, and maybe this is just being over 50, but I look at websites and the things that are described as dresses that I'm like, well, clearly, unequivocally, this is a top. This isn't a dress to me, but obviously to other people, they are for it. So why did I buy this dress if it does not fit into my lifestyle, in that I'm not wearing it to work and it's a hard no for wearing it to church? I got it because I like the fabric and I like the drape of it. I like the color. I like how it feels. So I will be using it as a top, and in all probability, I will actually cut it short and make it into an official top. As a matter of fact, I have a sewing lesson this weekend, so maybe that'll be my first project. But what I would encourage you to do to avoid modesty malfunctions, we'll call them, is make sure you try stuff on. And when you try it on, don't just put it on, look in the mirror, okay, it fits, it's a good length, but actually give it a little test run. Reach up like you're reaching up for a shelf or you're waving at somebody. Have a seat, sit down, cross your legs, see what's going to happen, and will this dress pass the modesty test? Same thing with skirts. You want to sit down. If you had to bend over and get something, what is really going to be exposed, and do you care? Number 5, do the clothes align with your budget? No matter how perfect they are for your lifestyle, your climate, your aesthetic, they align with your standards of modesty. If you can't really afford it, even if you could buy it, don't buy it. Now listen, your coins, you do you, but these Easy Pay and Klarna and all of those pay in 4 installments, Amazon, they all have these options now to extend you credit. And the question becomes, is it worth indebting yourself for? Is it worth paying interest? Is it worth it to buy this one item today, this handbag, this pair of shoes, this top, and still be paying for it potentially months and months down the road? And this kind of goes back to point 1 with the narrative economy. is if you feel you want or need something bad enough to put yourself in debt, ask yourself the question, why is that? What purpose is this really serving? And not be enslaved to it, because if you think about your hourly rate, or if you are retired, if you think about what portion of your income this is being allocated to this purchase, does it really make sense for your budget? And if not, that just means you better shop around. Bonus question number 6, ask yourself the question, are these clothes worthy of me? As a mental exercise, pretend you had to pick out clothes for somebody else. It was your responsibility, maybe even your job. And this person, they had a similar aesthetic to what you have. They kind of like what you have, but they said, I only want things that are worthy, things that are good quality, things that fit me well, things that represent who I am. And imagine maybe even this person is somebody that you actually cared about and you wanted to do a good job. Would you give them things that, well, okay, it's sort of kind of okay, it just has a couple of stains here and there, or it's this and that, and whatever. And now sometimes, depending on who this client is, maybe they won't mind, but is that how you would choose to dress your children, your grandchildren? And the same love and care that we give to our children or our grandchildren, we should also lavish on ourselves, because particularly as a woman, you are modeling to the younger women in your life, under the sphere of your influence, about how to treat yourself, how to take care of yourself. And personal style extends far beyond fashion. It is also making choices about having quality, not just in our wardrobes, but in our relationships, in the kinds of jobs and things that we align ourselves with, and things that support our values, and seeing ourselves and treating ourselves with dignity and respect in a way that we want to also have from others. So guys, that is the video of the 5 questions to ask yourself before you go shop. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to comment down below, say hello, and until we meet again, I hope your day is blessed and stylish.